back to the Arnold Classic. We're live here Friday morning. Well, when it airs, it may not be live, but got a very special guest with us. Knows a thing or two about the show, Mr. Jason Arntz.
How you doing, guys?
Love that you're on, man. Now, you guys never competed against each other, but y'all are familiar with each other. Now, Jason, you did the Arnold, I believe it was your rookie year, right? After you turned pro?
I did it my second year as a pro. So it was 2000. I turned pro in '98. So my first year in the pro scene was '99.
And then you did it the next year,
and
correct?
I did it the next year, 2000 and 2001.
Your highest placing was their first year there, right?
Yeah, actually, I think I took 7th.
7th or 8th? So I'll breathe so.
We'll
call it 7th,
yeah,
right?
We'll call it 7th.
Now, I know when the division came out, you switched over to the 212, or was it 202 at the time?
It was 202 originally,
But you never did the Arnold, right, when it was here?
No, because they didn't have it. They didn't have it. They didn't have it until after I retired.
Oh, at the Arnold. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's why. Because
Yeah.
we had Jose on last week, and I think he did it every year they had it, you know.
He won it a bunch.
Once you went to that division, did you ever jump back and forth, or you just stayed?
No, that was.
Guys were getting big.
So, realistically speaking, I was hoping, well, I wish they had the 202 division
In your prime when you first came up.
Yeah, like when I mean, I would have made a good run.
Right.
I think I probably could have had a, good opportunity to place better than I did at the Olympia.
Absolutely,
Maybe grab one or two. You
got 4th though.
I got 4th. Yeah, 4th,
Nice.
5th, and 6th. I did it for 4 years.
Yeah.
But so it was later on in my career, but that was a blessing because at that point I was already older. I was ready to, hey, you got to think of when you're going to be done with this stuff.
Right.
And my first daughter was born.
That's a game changer, right?
Now it's now you worry about health, know, and you don't want to take as much as you normally take.
Absolutely,
and you start thinking more longevity.
Right. What was your top weight when you competed? Did you have to drop down when you went down to the lower division?
Yeah, I was around 204, 205. But that was just normal dieting down.
Yeah.
Even when I turned pro, then when I won the nationals, I was a heavyweight, but I was barely a heavyweight. I was probably the smallest heavyweight
You were shortest up there, yeah.
Definitely shortest and probably the lightest. I was probably only 203.
Right.
And in the first few years of pro, I might have gone up to 205. But I always looked better at a lighter weight, more streamlined, more balanced, better symmetry and flow.
Yeah. Now, so even though you didn't compete for a few years, I mean, how many years would you say you attended the Arnold, worked the booth?
Well, I didn't do the Arnold, but I was doing other shows.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as do you come and working a booth, doing the expo,
Oh, dude,
did you do,
I've been,
everyone?
I've been pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Wow. Right. Well, now tell us a little bit about iPrevail. You started your own supplement company. How many years have you been doing that now?
So actually we're in our 5th year. I think it's yesterday was our birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we're 5 years into it. And I have about 11 years of experience with other companies.
So you kind of learned and took that experience.
Well, not just learn, but I was mostly a specialty
formulating
brand. Well, I was a formulator even in my amateur and pro career. I was always trying to, hey, how can I do this better? What can I look? There's guys that are better than me, So all I had in my favor was outperforming them, out dieting them.
The knowledge
better nutrition,
better
science with the supplements and drugs also. So I always. Even though I thought it was probably a smaller percentage of what it actually helped, maybe 10%, I'll take it. I'll take that 10%. And if I could supplement and recover better, I'll take that any day.
Well, and I'll tell you from personal experience, I've had the pleasure of working with Jason on some of his products, manufacturing them, and the guy knows his stuff. I mean, he knows more than I. So if I have a question as a manufacturer, I call Jason and ask him. And I really appreciate that because a lot of guys don't know the products, and so you're hands-on, it's your company, and you really have done it from the ground up. So kudos to you and you guys. Obviously we're here with Nutrition Wolf, but Jason Arntz, man, I will vouch for his line. He's got some great products. I may have to knock a couple off, but I really appreciate his knowledge.
We got infringement penalties.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to sign some documents before he leaves here.
We got some non-disclosures we got to sign.
Yeah. So one question I kind of like to ask everybody: what is your favorite Arnold memory? Like it could have been as a competitor, maybe working a booth, but what's kind of your fondest memory of the Arnold Classic? You have one?
Yeah, dude. I think competing.
Yeah.
Because
pretty prestigious.
Well, at that time, and Dennis knows he's done it. You've done the Arnold how many times?
3 times.
Yeah. So.
No, 4 times. My comeback was Arnold too. Yeah,
right.
So 4 times.
So, but Dennis was in the after my time, right?
Right.
So, for me, I was competing in some of the smaller pro shows, and I had just turned pro a year or two prior. So the Arnold was the first show where, dude, they take care of you. You know, you actually feel like an athlete. You know, you feel like you made it.
Right.
You know, I'm here. You know, athletes get this, and this. You know, it's an invitational, so it's not like it's a qualifying event. You have to be selected to compete here. So I was fortunate enough to be selected twice. But it was a great experience because it's the first time through my amateur career and pro career where you feel like, all right, this is where it's at. You know, this is.
Well, it's the only one that's an invitational, right?
Right.
So it's a big deal, man. Absolutely. Well, I know I Prevail doesn't have a booth here today, though, right?
No, we're just here in heart and spirit and walking around.
I'm kind of jealous already. You know, I'm loving this, but I know Sunday it's going to be. You know, I'm going to be exhausted. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
We'll let you get going, and you know, Dennis, got anything for Jason?
Oh man, I was a fan for sure. You know, when I started.
Thank
so
you.
you said you turned pro in 98, 99, right?
Yeah, I graduated, by the way, 98.
Yeah,
Throw
99
that in
was
there.
my very first show.
Whoa.
So I competed in 99, my first time. And yeah, I mean, since that, a lot has changed, you know. And yeah, I mean, this guy went through everything. It's great to see you having a supplement line and
Thank
going
you.
for 5 years now, as you said. And that's a good thing that, you know, you're collaborating with Zack. Zack is a mastermind in many things, you know. So all of this, that was him, you know. So he set up everything, planned everything. And the only thing I did was the focus, fuel. The rest was him. So, yeah, thank you for coming.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Yeah, I wish you all the best. Success, as always. And, yeah, stay healthy.
And
I
congratulations.
mean, I mean, check this guy out.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
hey, he's older than I and looks better than I.
I don't know
So,
about that.
hey,
I don't know
that's
about
my
that.
goal. That's my goal.
But hey, congratulations to you guys on launching the brand. And Dennis, you have a name that
Thank you.
carries weight, you know, and will continue to carry weight in this. So I have no doubt that you will be tremendously successful with all you
Thank
do
you.
and your endeavors. And the products are good too, which, you know, nowadays, you know, that matters most. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's big on flavor and everybody's big on the marketing aspect of it. But at the end of the day, these products have to deliver.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
so you know, we're both in a good place.
I think, yeah. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir.
I got one more thing real quick, and maybe one of you guys can help me. So why did the Arnold originally start in Columbus? What's the backstory there? Like, why was it always been here, like with Arnold? Do you know the reason for that?
So, from my belief, was Arnold had a relationship with Lorimer Brothers,
Okay, all right.
and they wanted to bring attention to. There was I believe it was a show before it was the Arnold that Lorimer ran. It might have been the Universe.
Yeah, I think it's like something like World Championship, something like
Yeah,
that.
the Pro World or the Universe
Pro
or
World.
something.
It was
So-
here.
and Arnold won it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a year or two later, him and Jim got the idea to partner up and do the Arnold Classic, and
It's
They
been
hit
here. Everyone's been here.
everyone's
Nice.
been here. Yeah.
Well, we got the statue outside. I got to go visit that this year. So
Right.
it's been 10 years since I've been here, so it's a little bit bigger now, I think, than it was. So
A
awesome.
little.
That's all I got, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Yes,
guys.
sir.